Hello, everyone, and to this community conversation, joined by our special friends with Justice for Georgia, who have been on the front lines in Georgia fighting for justice. And today we want to welcome one of the co-founders, one of my dear friends, brothers in this fight, and that is Johnny Ross. Welcome, Johnny.
Hey, Hannah, thank you. Yeah, I'm Johnny Ross, co-founder of Justice for Georgia. It's nice being here with you today. I can say that much.
We're glad you're here, and I'm so happy that you are here with us today because everyone joining us, we all know what happened last summer. We felt the movement, we felt the energy, and we understand that the movement does not end, right? The energy could not stop there. And Justice for Georgia is one of the many groups who are continuing to fight, who protested for a total of 224 consecutive days. That's correct, right?
Mhm.
224 days. And so if you are watching this right now, please, please, please clap it up. Let's encourage Justice for Georgia, the activists involved. And Johnny, if you could just let us know a little bit more about Justice for Georgia. And if you're watching this, let us know, where are you tuning in from? Because we'd love to shout you out, your city or your state, and all of that good stuff. So Johnny, go ahead and tell us more about Justice for Georgia.
Yeah, so Justice for Georgia, pretty much we're family advocates. That's what we do. So all these families that have lost a loved one to, police brutality or white supremacy, we come in, we advocate for them. Petitions, protests, websites. We just try to help out how we can. PSAs, PR, social media. So, because basically we feel like these families have already been through enough. So we feel like it's our job to step up and, just pretty much help them and support them and stuff like that. Like that's what the community should be doing for them. Because even if this hasn't happened to somebody or hasn't happened to you personally, I mean it could. It could easily be you, it could easily be somebody or something like that. So we just kind of want people to, pretty much step up, support, help these families. They need so much help and so much support, and pretty much in so many different ways, as far as donations or just showing up and saying I support you.
Yeah, yeah. And you all have truly been continuing to support in so many ways. And if you're watching this right now, please, please, please get involved, support Justice for Georgia. We recognize that everybody plays a different part in this revolution. Some people are going to be out protesting, some people are going to be silently donating, some people are going to be advocating in their own way. And one easy way to really contribute to this fight for justice is to support Justice for Georgia, is to get behind groups that are doing the work, year round. And so this group formed again last summer, and I'm very, very honored to call them family, to be a part of this group. And I really want to encourage everybody watching this to get involved. We know that there are upcoming protests. Can you tell us a little bit about that for people who are local? If you're in the Metro Atlanta area, you can come out to a protest coming up. If you could share some of that with us, Johnny.
Yeah, so the protest is going to be February 15th. That's Monday, 3 to 5 p.m. It's going to be at 1915 Flat Shoals Road. That's Riverdale, Georgia, 30296. And this protest is going to be on behalf of Jabril Robinson. And just kind of give his backstory real quick. Jabril Robinson was at his girlfriend's house. This was back in 2016. They were having an argument, and the girlfriend's mother, she wanted the police to come and de-escalate the situation. That's it. So she calls the police. The police get there. He already left. So they talked to her and everything, and they came to agreement that we're gonna get him, and then we're gonna bring him back so we can talk. And everybody agreed. That seemed pretty. That seemed pretty reasonable. So they go looking for him. They find him. He's running away from them. And we have a witness that says that Jabril Robinson was shot twice in the back, and he fell on the ground. And as he's getting back up, he was shot in the head. Now the autopsy is different. It says that he was only shot in the head. So if you put two and two together, at least from where I see it, they shot at him multiple times. He fell, and then they shot him in the head. But I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Nobody's been charged, held accountable. The family hasn't even gotten his belongings back, and it's been 5 years. So this is ridiculous. So we're trying to have this protest. We want to make sure the DA knows, like, hey, we're paying attention to this case. We're keeping our eyes on it, and that we want you to reopen this case because the DA right now is considering it. But we want you to reopen this case and give the family back his belongings. It's been 5 years, and as far as we know, they're at Clayton County Jail or something like that. But like the family deserves his belongings back. Like it's been too long.
It has been too long. And it's so sickening to see these cases where families call for support to assist with, mental health situation or to come and de-escalate a situation, and they end up turning deadly or tragic. And so it's just, I'm so thankful that you, Britt, the other co-founder, and the whole team is getting behind these causes, getting behind these fights, because we need that year round. Again, if you're just joining us, we are listening to Johnny Ross, one of the co-founders of Justice for Georgia, a group that fights for civil justice for families across Georgia who have lost loved ones to police brutality and white supremacy. And we really want to encourage everyone watching to get involved. I see that we do have Dallas in the building. Thank you so much for tuning in from Dallas. Says shout out to Justice Seekers from Dallas. We appreciate that. This is a fight that is happening all around the nation, all around the world. And we know that we recognize there are injustices happening across the world, and our hearts go out to everyone being affected in those ways as well. Right now, we are shining a spotlight on the issues that are affecting especially Black people across America when it comes to police brutality. Y'all, it's not over. Last summer, it didn't end after the summer was over. It continues. So what are some ways people can get involved, Johnny, with the cause?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of different ways you can get involved. Pretty much, again, we have an event for Jabril Robinson, so get involved with his case in particular. That'll be February 15th, Monday, 3 to 5 p.m., and that's at 1915 Flat Shoals Road, Riverdale, Georgia, 30296. So, that's the Justice for Georgia protest. You can come support the family and support the DA reopen the case. But also, we give a lot of ways that people can help, call in DAs and call in these lawmakers and things like that. So we can definitely pass on information. We do all the time. If you follow us on Facebook, Justice for GA, or Twitter, Justice for GA, or Instagram, Justice for Georgia, spelled all the way out. But yeah, we always let people know, here's how you can help. Here's what you can do, things like that. So that way people know, even if you're not joining an organization or something like that, well, you can make a phone call, you can make a donation, you can donate to us, you can donate to one of the families, stuff like that. We post all the information.
Yep. And we're going to be checking in with them weekly, our family, our Justice for Georgia family, to see what's going on, what's the latest, because we need to be having these conversations year round. We can't stop having these conversations. We can't stop learning about how we can get involved. We can't stop saying their names. We can't stop highlighting these important situations that need justice, right? So we're going to be checking in every week, hopefully, and we'll either be talking with Johnny or Britt. And in addition to the ways he mentioned, they also have a podcast, so we'll be sure to have that link in the caption. We'll have a link to their website. We'll have a link to how you can donate if you want to support Justice for Georgia financially, and we'll have a link to their Facebook page as well for everybody who's tuning in, and their social media. And Johnny, before we wrap up here, I know we have about a couple minutes left. What inspires you to keep going? Because we know this work is not easy. What keeps you going? Protesting for 224 straight days, continuing to fight, continuing to seek justice, even when it's hard. What inspires you to keep going?
You just have to keep in mind who you're doing it for. People that have been lost, police brutality, white supremacy, the families that are still fighting for their justice and stuff like that. And also, even more people, that could potentially be in the same situation. For instance, Jabril Robinson was from Clayton County. He had dreads. I'm from Clayton County. I had dreads too. He was harassed by the police. I was harassed by the police. It could have easily been me. So just things like that. I keep that stuff in perspective, and it just keeps me going, because I don't want that to be me. I don't want that to be you. I don't want that to be anybody else.
Wow. Johnny, thank you so much for all that you do on the front lines. I'm blessed to call you a dear friend in this fight. And everybody who's joining us tonight, we really, really hope that you will stay engaged. You will continue fighting in this process, because it doesn't stop here. The work continues, and we have a lot more work to do. So please get involved. Please continue fighting, because Black Lives Matter today, tomorrow, and every single day. Johnny, we thank you for your time, and we'll see you all next week.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Take care and stay safe.